job is just began and your salary maybe a little bit lower.
So I say to you, you have no jobs except of physical labor when you are poor. So if you are poor, you can't be a college student because you have no money.
You're just a worker. Okay, got it.
You have to fight to work.
Right.
Is there an option to suicide?
No option. I make a form option here.
Until what age you're alive?
100 years old. Okay. Does everyone have an idea? Each idea? Okay. Gangster. Which one? First one? You have money when you're young, but you have no money when you're poor. Why do you want?
When are old, you cannot do something. Physical problem.
Physical problem?
Yeah, so you cannot do something.
Would you explain it? Here?
Just. You know.
Okay.
And also when I have it, cannot afford me to live to 68. So prefer first.
So what do you want to do when you have money?
Investment.
Investment.
Yeah.
But you have no money, regardless of your investment.
Just money blows away.
Yeah, money blows away. Is okay?
60th birthday.
Your money is
You
stuck.
blow your money with your candle.
Maybe other option. House.
Housing?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot keep your house if you have no money.
It's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah.
So, because you want to do some physical thing when you're young,
Yeah.
you want to have
And not
money.
only, of course.
And what do you want the other?
That's all.
That's all? Okay. Madeline, which life do you want?
Maybe from poor to rich, because when you are old and you are really poor, no one helps you, and your life ends like that. It's really bad,
How is it bad?
For example, when you are young, you have a job, and after you retire, for example, you open a farm, and the farm, that's a very big investment, like you invest in a company. But when you are bankrupt, just because of the farm, and you are old, homeless, helpless, no one cares about you, and you have to beg on the street. It's like the ending is like it doesn't work really well for me. The plots is I really don't know.
So you want to make a nice ending, happy ending in your life, rather than enjoying your life.
Yeah. I think when I'm young, I want to do something, maybe make some mistakes, do something crazy, to have a very wonderful life when I'm young. But when I'm old, I want peace. So that's why I choose that.
But I say you only become a physical labor when you're young. Is okay?
But
So you cannot work at office. You just work in outside, or inside you work serving. It's okay.
well, it really depends. It really we already see, physical labor. There are many kinds of physical labors, right?
So you can.
I can do many diverse jobs to earn a lot of experience, and when I'm old, the money I earn, I can make it bigger and bigger. just like you are making a big snowball, like what Buffett says. Right.
All right. And Justin, which life do you want to live?
I want to live from poor to rich.
Poor to rich?
Yeah, even though I'm a physical labor, because I think human is actually kind of interesting. Well, when they are young, they can get used to the suffer. But when we are old, we don't have any energy, and we don't have like any physical health. Then we're still a physical labor. That's so fulfilling.
What does it mean, your physical energy?
I mean, it's like kind of like something just like energy. When you're old, you kind of like, because maybe your ankle kind of have like some sick, you cannot walk or what. It's like that. You cannot work and you cannot work and you don't have anything to do. Someday you'll just die alone in the street.
So rather than enjoying entertainment, you want to prevent from emergency situation when you're old.
Yeah.
Right. Which life do you want, Nemo?
Not me?
Yeah.
Poor to rich.
Why do you want to live it?
Because even though I'm kind of consider the result is the most important thing.
Mm-hmm.
So even though you're born like poor and like no friend, no job, like that, but at the end is happy. Wait, it can't be happy, but at least comfortable. And then you said older people can't enjoy entertainment, but I don't think so, because 68 is not old. I mean, nowadays not that old, and you can enjoy a lot of entertainment even though you're old. So at least you can enjoy your life at the last moment, until the last moment you die. And just like she say, I can end my life very in peace. So,
What is the entertainment
entertainment for old
for
people?
you?
Money? Too many.
Actually, a bad question.
Would you explain it? Because it's ambiguous.
Actually, it's
Please.
kind of. I don't think it's okay. Just for entertainment, I can having parties and orchestra, or make my own things. But other things are over. I'm not allowed to say here. But it's okay to do it at the age of 16 or even older age.
Okay.
It's a lot harder.
Linus, which life do you want to live?
I think I would choose the rich to poor, because I think 68 is quite old for me, and up to 68 maybe I get sick or other things. So I would like to do and have rich and can do many things when I'm young, and yeah, that's the main reason I think.
What do you want to do when you are young to have a money by using your money?
Maybe travel or do any business for the money.
But even though
you
you're
get more experience, I think. When you're old, you just stay at home, maybe.
But even though you do your business, your money is gone in your 68 years old birthday party. Your money
I
is
think
gone.
68 is quite old. Yeah.
Any state doesn't offer any medical insurance, but you still are alive until 100 years old. So, for example, you can be sick for 32 years. Is okay?
It's okay. I think there's some poor support, right? Because I heard someone, she don't have money, and then she get into education for free.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's common when you are old and the government get you some support, financial support for your life.
Okay.
I mean it's okay, yeah.
Ruth.
I think
think I'd rather be rich than poor. Yeah, because like I might get sick when I'm young too. So that's like 68 years of being sick, and then 32 years of being healthy. So I'd like to be rich than poor.
So because of the time, the amount of time you
Yeah,
choose.
the amount of time, and then like you can do a lot of things when you're young, but like you can't do anything after you're like 68. Everything will be limited and stuff. So.
Or why do you consider each time is important equally? Because when you're young, you can do many things, but when you're old, you can't do many things because of social pressure and your physical ability is difficult, but you still consider each time importantly. Say
yeah,
equally.
But so 68 years is like too long. It's a lot compared to 32 or something. So it's just easier to be rich than poor.
Okay. And Josh?
I'd rather go from rich to poor because I feel like when you're poor and you're doing physical labor and stuff and you're still young, like you're still putting yourself at risk and like anyone who's young and like doing like lots of physical labor and doesn't have a lot of money, of course they want to be rich, like you'd want to be able to do what you want and have all the money that you want and like be able to like I don't know, travel the world or learn how to play guitar or do whatever you feel like it just seems like that's the simple like easy answer, like and if you're putting everything off until you're 68, like if you even survive that long, which I guess in this example you do, but like still like it just seems like we all have to like because of necessity, like it's just to be practical, you have to like put away money for your retirement, like but I feel like people kind of like con themselves out of their younger years by doing that. I mean, like everyone has to, but if you had an option of not living like that, like I think the easy answer is just to take it.
Okay, what's your question?
Like when you're poor at the young age, basically you're going to work like physical labor, right?
Yeah, right.
But as you grow up until 60 and you're doing physical work,
yeah.
After 68, your body can't really hold. Does it reset? Does health reset when you become 68? Or does it
reset?
reset?
Okay. Let's consider reset.
Okay.
Also reset. That's a nice question. And Gant's opinion and Nemo's opinion are opposite. Gant, you think you can only enjoy when you're young, but Nemo, you think you can enjoy your life. Josh, what's your question?
I mean, mainly we're talking about like physical well-being after you're 68, but you have to think about like mental well-being. Like at that point, you're probably too old to like learn new skills and stuff. So I feel like when you're younger, and you have the money to, like you'd be able to just learn how to do more things, like learn foreign languages or like.
Yeah, but you have to do physical work based on the option. Even though you're old, you have to do that. Yeah. It's okay.
But if you were rich when you were younger and you were being able to learn all these life skills because you were rich, you'd be more prepared for when you're old and poor. I feel like you'd be able to get ready for it.
Do you agree with him? Do you agree with his words?
Because you're not able to take it in if you have money or your assets when you become poor, which I guess is the rule, but you'd be able to keep your skills and what you've learned.
68, you already have like, if you're poor for the last 68 years, when you turn 68, you already suffered a lot. Like you've suffered for 68 years, so that would change everything after that. Like the way you think, the way you live, it will change everything. Even if you have money after that, even if you get money and access after that, everything will be changed because your mindset changed too. So.
I know there's a very funny story between an American woman and a Chinese woman. How they communicate about how, for example, houses. How they pay back their houses debt. The American women use the loan to buy the house first and pay back regularly, month by month. But the Chinese woman, do everything he can to earn the full amount of money. And when the Chinese woman is old, he get the money, but a month later, the Chinese woman died, passed away. So what's the point, when you are young, you are poor, and when you are old, you are rich. What's the point? You just waste your life on a house, and you don't do anything about it.
Are you disagreeing with what you say?
You're changing your answer?
Yeah.
But
you're changing your answer, right?
I think she just says pointless to decide, but she just choose the choice because we have to, so it's still an option.
I think she said like, if you work your entire life to accomplish something, and then like, it will be too late, kind of thing, right?
I mean, you just waste your entire life on one, on one boring thing, and you just and when the time comes to the end of your life, and except the house, you get nothing. How do you feel? That's what I don't understand.
I mean, like, between the choices you're given, which one are you choosing? Or like, are you saying you're not gonna choose?
Yeah, on which side?
I don't
Precisely, like.
I don't want to choose a side, but I just want to tell the truth.
The truth is, you just say it's pointless to work for something your entire life, then like get it at the end of your life, right?
It depends on what your goal it is. If you want to become a politician, okay, use your entire life to do it. If you just want to earn a house, that's pointless. It's like nothing special, like anyone, like any other people.
So, do you still want to keep your opinion?
The original one, right?
Yeah, original one. So, I think Gan's opinion and Nemo's opinion are opposite. So, how do you think of Gan? How do you think of Nemo's opinion? You think?
Everybody has a different opinion. So, and my opinion too. Maybe my opinion seems like strange or ridiculous for other guys. So, I think his opinion also correct. In some, and my opinion also correct in some way. So,
How do you think of Nemo? About Gan's opinion? Gan think he can enjoy only when he is young. In other words, he cannot enjoy his life when he is old. But you said you can enjoy your life when you're old?
Yes, I think we can enjoy life any given time.
So, in other words, you change your words, right? Because you think you can only enjoy your life when you are young. This is your first words, but in this time, your word is you can enjoy your life between both of them, right?
For me, I can only enjoy my time during for me right now. But for other guys, I don't know, maybe.
And Linus, do you also think of you can enjoy more enjoy when your life when you're young?
For me, let me remind the story, and I forgot the name of the story, but I know there's two girls, and they are very poor, and they both like to play piano, and one of it, because they are poor, and one of it decide to go to the factory for the job, physical work. So this girl support the others for her to pay the piano. So after that, they got really rich. Both of it got really rich, and the first girl with the physical work, she cannot play piano again, because her hands become, the ability is broken, not good for playing piano. So what I think is, if you have money, and I would decide to play the piano and for my dreams, and I would choose become the rich guy first, then become poor. Otherwise, you cannot achieve your dream.
How do you think of it, Nuno? Justin, is opposite opinion to you?
Well, I think I agree to you, but we can enjoy the life at every moment. Because
Because what?
Because I remember there's a story, and I don't know what's the name. I think there's like one rich man and one like a fishing guy, and one rich guy is like he met the one fishing guy, and he said why do you only work on certain days of a week? And he said that because I want to like be with my family, having time with them, and then he said that why don't you work more, and then you can gain more money. When you gain more money, you can do whatever you want. And then so he said, and then the rich guy keeps saying that if you work every day, maybe you can catch more fish, and then if you catch more fish, you can maybe open a restaurant or what. And then if you open a restaurant, and you can gain more money. And then the fisherman said, what did you do after you got those money? And he said, of course, being with my family, staying with them. And then the fisherman said, that's what I'm doing right now. So I think we can like enjoy the lifetime at every moment.
Without money?
No, I think not with the money. Just like even without the money, we still can find a thing that we are happy to do with.
Maybe we can enjoy the physical labor.
Do you have an experience to do physical labor?
Yes, I did.
Is it enjoyable?
Yes.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Bartender.
Bartender?
I was talking to my customer when I was in Korea, and then talking with them was really fun. Like, because the bar that I was working was not like a 20 bar. It's like a 30 years old for 30 years old people, like a very quiet bar. And then when I talked to them, I learned a lot of stories and experience that I haven't able to learn it.
Or I have a question, John. Do you see 50 years of bartender whose age is 50 years old?
I walk around with 14.
50? 50? So those bartender can keep working even regardless of
Until
your
you're
age?
68.
Really? amount is it would be another option to enjoy your life. And yeah.
그리고 and then for like physical labor, like you're not the only one who is working there. You have always other physical workers who is working with you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it's a lonely job and then it's a hard job in physically, but at least mentally you're free, right? Because only you have to do is repeating.
And then you would enjoy your life when you are get old.
But travel,
But based on Bruce's words, the time is shorter than
I know.
young age.
68, right?
But it's not big deal for you. It's not big deal for you. Why?
Because it doesn't really matter. I
Would you
think.
explain?
I think. Of course, if you have like more time to being comfortable and being like very powerful, is really good. But in short time, amount of happiness you can gain, I think it should be same because money provides you limited happiness, and besides, I think family and friends provide you more happiness. And if you, even though it's short, but you can die, and there's people who can feel sad for you. I think that's worth more than the times of being rich or rich.
Josh, do you change your opinion or do you keep your opinion?
I'm gonna stick with my opinion. I keep it.
Would you explain why do you want to keep your opinion?
Just because I guess the same reasons I gave before. I just think that when you're young, you can do more physically and mentally. So if you had the money to be able to do that, and you can't bring any of the money, like you lose all your money when you turn 68, but you don't lose your your physical fitness or your mental skills that you've gained. So I feel like you could be in like good physical and mental condition, and then it would be terrible having to work physical labor at age 68 and not having any money, but I feel like you'd be more prepared to do it if you had a lifetime of being able to prepare for it.
And Gant, would you explain the opposite side's opinion?
Before I explain, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's their opinion?
What's their opinion? The two opinion. First opinion is when you get old, you are sick or you are weak, so you need money. So you have to prevent from miserable situations. So you have to have a money to prevent from negative situations. And second thing is, regardless of the amount of time, the quality of the time is more important when you get old.
What do you think about that opinion? Opposite opinion.
So, okay, and then Madeline, would you explain the opposite side, opposite opinion?
You mean from poor to rich?
From rich to poor.
Rich to poor. Rich to poor. I think my explanation is kind of similar to Josh. It's just like, and there's one thing I think I remember. The money cannot be taken to break. Just like what Josh said.
Okay, so during the discussion, in conclusion, one part who support from rich to poor consider the amount of time economically. On the other side, they consider the quality of the time.
Maybe
right?
Maybe from rich to poor, maybe you can have a better quality when you work there.
What's your Josh?
Oh, another thing people should consider is that when you get older, your perception of time becomes more
Shorter?
yeah, more
Less?
More what?
it becomes shorter. So you when you're young, you'll feel like you're living a lot longer life than when you're already 68. Things will go by quicker by your perception of time. So being rich for your last
Maybe after 68 I already live in hospital.
32 years.
Physical labor.
Okay.
But you don't have any medical insurance.
So one part. So it depends on which one is important between the amount of time or the period of time, right? And does anyone not change your option or idea? Steve, your idea, Steve?
No.
Do you change your idea?
Oh, I like to change.
What is your opinion?
Rich to poor.
Why do you change?
I can pick I can pick the poor to rich, but every coin has two sides.
Every cookie has two sides too.
That's the only thing I can answer to you.
Okay. Awesome. Justin, do you change your opinion?
No.
Nemo, do you change your opinion?
Very hard to choose. I don't know, really no.
How about you, Linus? No? Ruth?
No, I feel like if I spend my 68 years struggling, I'll just live the rest of my life. Like, even if I get money after that, I'll live in resentment and stuff, like thinking about the past. I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I could, so no.
Just like when you're old, you get sick, you just lie in hospital. Although you have a lot of money,
Yeah,
that can take care of you.
at least I'll be able to look at my past and be like, I've lived to the fullest,
Yeah, maybe after 60 years old you get some psychological like kind of for old man. I don't know.
But you just stay in the hospital.
Yeah,
and you can
still,
do nothing.
yeah, still, I can say like I've lived at least. At that age, even if I'm in the hospital after I'm 68, I'll be able to look at my past and be able to say like, I've lived my life. I've did everything I could. I've done everything I wanted to do. So like, that's all I want in life. So I still want to be rich first, then poor.
I feel like if you've had a full life, you can be like, I'm okay with dying like today or tomorrow or 20 years from now.
Exactly.
You have to live until 100 years old.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's his option.
Yes. And in the end, actually the real intention of today's discussion is to try to stay to assert when you think. And everyone asserts when you think, when you believe. And next week we think of, instead of when you think or when you believe, we will find the positive aspects of each part.
Next week topic.
which one is better education system between Asian education system, Chinese?
Oh, I can't answer that right now.
Later.
Next debate is that.
And next debate focuses on to find positive aspects, perspective.
Are we picking an Asian country in particular, or?
Actually, it is an Asian country, but it is derived from Preußen education system. But most Asian country accepted Preußen education system. And our next week we will read very short articles, and then we will start discuss.
Okay.
Today is the